So here we have the Mercedes-Benz A200 on a 13 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot first of all. As we approach the back of the car you can see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. Okay, we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we have the speedometer and fuel gauge. On the right-hand side, the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. In the centre, you can see the total mass of the car there, 66,659. You can change the information displayed there using a button on the steering wheel. You can, for example, have a digital readout for the speedometer. Below that, it will show you what gear this car is in. It's an automatic, so of course we are in park at the moment. If we back out to the steering wheel, the buttons I was using a second ago are just here. We have stereo and phone controls on the right-hand side, and behind the steering wheel, the minus and plus paddle so that you can change down or up a gear manually with this automatic gearbox should you wish to do that. Over in the center we then have the main screen for the car. So up on here you can access various things. All of the movement you see me making I'm doing using that dial just there. You can, if you'd rather, use the buttons up on here. For example, if we press the navigation button, we'll be on the satellite navigation menu. And we can access our map from there. And as you'll see when it loads up, it's a nice color display. Very, very easy system to use. We can go back a page, or we can go all the way back to a different menu. So for example, your audio menu, where you'll be able to access your radio, and you can see the different wave bands available to us there. You can, under the audio menu, listen to your own music as well via the CD player. USB storage input, Bluetooth audio so you can stream your music wirelessly, and auxiliary input as well. So loads of ways to listen to your music, and you can pair your telephone under the telephone heading just there. Working our way down from that, we have the CD player, main volume for the stereo on here, and then buttons that will take you to some of those options as I mentioned a moment ago if you'd rather use those than the dial that I showed you. Below that, we can turn our parking sensors on and off. We can put the car in eco mode. We've got our hazard warning lights as well. We have below that the air conditioning. So you can adjust the fan speed, the direction you'd like the air to be distributed in, and the temperature. When you're happy with those settings, your air conditioning is on at the minute. That off, back on again. You can recirculate the air that's in the car. That's a great way of heating it up or cooling it down quickly in here, depending on the temperature you've set over there. We have some storage and a 12-volt charging socket, and then a bit more storage in here as well. The last thing I'm going to attempt to show you is a lot easier to see with the naked eye than it might be on camera. But if you look in the rear view mirror, you can see that we have a view out the rear of the car. But this screen, depending on which direction it is viewed in, will also offer you a camera alternative of that rear view. So you can see there the camera image. And if we go a bit lower at this angle, you can see the natural rear view image. So camera and natural rear view. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at West Horsley Motors. We'd love to hear from you soon.